So you can tell from the title of this video kind of what to expect. Now, when it comes to this series of videos, I've always looked at them with a kind of mix of disdain and wonder. I can't understand why I find it so fascinating to look at someone else's room, but yet I always find myself watching them and enjoying them thoroughly. I can't understand it, and I'm not even going to begin to fathom why my mind finds it interesting, or for that matter, why you not find it interesting. We're both the same, you and I. But anyway, here I am, to the point. I'm digressing, I'm good at that. Tour of a Geek's room. This one has a slight twist. This is a tour of a student filmmaker geek's room. So there's a lot of filmmaking toys, but that's not to say I don't have just a few. Okay, a lot of other random pieces of crap that help me towards Geek Nirvana. Anyway, let's get started. Let's start over on the desky poos. So this is where I'm beginning to do all the blog for the creativeone.tv, and where I'm making this and that. Up here you can see my blog camera, which is just a old 3C CD camera that I used to use for my filmmaking. This is my right channel speaker and my left channel speaker, which are connected to that big ass hi-fi. I'm not one to do things by halves. I don't like small computer speakers. I like to hear my music and feel my music and annoy the neighbours with my music. Apple, wireless, wired keyboard and a wired Mighty Mouse. I have no idea why people diss this mouse. I love this mouse. I really do. It takes a while to get used to, but once you finally do, it's an amazing mouse. People should just step off, homeboy, and leave the Mighty Mouse alone. Apple remote, which is synced with the iPod universal dock, not the Apple universal dock. This is the old generation, as well as my Mac. So it controls both. Wallet, keys, phone, first generation, iPod Shuffle, iPod Touch, my Time Machine hard drive, which is a 200GB hard drive I put in an enclosure, just a standard IDE drive, 4GB memory stick, remote for my sound system, which I'll show you in a minute, Sennheiser headphones, earphones, I can't remember them, sorry, Western Digital MyBook 500GB, which I use for my video editing, keeps all my stuff stored on, and the centerpiece, which is my black MacBook, late 2007, with 4GB of RAM, a self-upgraded 250GB hard drive, and recently reapplied thermal paste. My god, does it make a difference to the heat. It really does. This thing is as cool as Jade Goody's body. Here we have a lamp, just moving swiftly on from that terrible, terrible joke. People shouldn't make jokes about death, that's just horrible. And two LED lights that I use to project light onto the wall, makes it look nice and cool. And this is the lamp that's on when I do my videos, it makes me look nice and orange. My drawers, nothing interesting in there, just loads of mini DV tapes when I do my filmmaking, some old cameras, some this blank media mostly, and other media type things. Let's draw cleaning cloth, screwdrivers, very expensive silver thermal paste, which is now in my MacBook. And the bottom drawer is a full straw. I made it a full straw because it's broken. And the remote control to my sound system, and a cheap HP printer with my two passports on top of there, some random pieces of paper, and my home entertainment centre. Next to which sits a poster for my film, which won a local film competition. It's a horror film. The prize was the poster you see before you. And plugged in there you see my router, which is just a Netgear DG something or other router. Here we have my 40-inch Samsung TV that sits on top of a very nice matching stand with the surround sound system, where the rear channel is here, rear two channels you saw a minute ago. And that's a subwoofer, very nice system, optical audio, which is coming from the PS3, Sky Plus HD on the bottom shelf, along with a HDMI upscaler DVD player. Very nice sensor. Currently my PS3 charger, controller is charging. I love this centre. My guitar, and a cupboard full of DVDs, very unorganised, boxes, random screwdrivers, some air fresheners. I like my room to smell nice, and I like to smell nice too. Books, etc. Cables, drawers, underwear, all very, very sexy. Some school stuff, just big pile of books. Some random banking, patronising leaflet, you know. Shows diversity. And just more leaflets that I have collected, and some books. More papers, some disassembly instructions for my MacBook for when I redid the thermal paste. And 2 hair straighteners because I like to pretend to be a rampant homosexual on Friday nights. Shoes, bed, and finally, just for any filmmakers that are watching this, here's the camcorder that I'm using, that I use for my filmmaking anyway, and just so happens I'm using it for this particular vlog. It is a HV20 camcorder, if you can have a nice look at it, and I love this thing. Currently it's on auto mode because, you know, it's just YouTube videos. If you want to see what this camera can do, then go over to my short film portfolio, links in the sidebar, and you can see how we shoot on this thing. We use cine mode and colour correct it and do some very awesome things. My second geek toy, which is, well, filmmaking geek toy, which is a homemade boom pole with the thread adapter on the top to fit standard shock mounts, etc. We use this with a Rode video mic. It's in its box with a bunch of other filmmaking cables. This is my kit bag. It has tapes and etc. You know, everything we could possibly need when we go out filming. And a very, very nice tripod. It is a fluid head tripod, and for the money, it is amazing. This cost me £35 and it's just insane. It's fluid head. I'll provide a link to this very tripod with this very price in the sidebar. Just other geek toys. I edit my films in Final Cut Pro and all these vlogs that's on this channel in iMovie 09, just so people get an idea of that. Now you see what I got. Tell me what you want to see. If you want to see some videos on the PS3 or on the TV, you want to review a piece of software, I have a lot of software. Just get in touch with me. Think of this as my initiation into the geek community. You have to do a tour of a geek's room if you need to be a geek making videos on YouTube. It's a fact. See you later, guys.